day 5. This is your ICT lesson with me today. I am doing some screen recording, so that's why you can see my software, and I haven't quite worked out how to edit my videos whilst doing screen recording, but I will. So let's go over. Today we are going to be looking at arranging a party for 20 people. That information is important. So you've got 20 guests coming to your party and you have a budget of £60. You could grab a pen and paper at this time and just note things down just so you know what steps to do. I'll also include all of the information in Teams for you as well. Now let's have a look what we've got here. So we have a list of different types of food. So we've got main foods, snacks, healthy and drink. When we input the information over here, I want you to have at least 2 of each, okay? But you can choose what 2 that you have. Next, it explains the different items that you can have. So you can have some bananas, maybe you can have some cartons of juice, maybe some tuna sandwiches, and it'll also detail the price of that item. Now, we don't want to spend all day typing this out. Remember, in ICT we can do things quite efficiently, and there's always quite a nice kind of easy way of doing it. So you just left click, highlight the information, right click, and it will bring up an option for you to copy. I'm going to go over and we are going to paste that information. Can you see it's done it all for me, which is awesome. Now, have a look. It says that I'm going to get 4 tuna sandwiches, but I've got 20 guests. How many quantity over here? So how many do we want to order? Okay, you can take longer to work out your maths. Maybe you're going to have a combination of different foods. I'm going to choose 5 of those because I know 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, now I want to work out how much that's going to be together. So what kind of sum would we need to do to work out the total cost? Okay, so make sure you click in here because that's where you want your answer. You can go up to the formula bar, you can push equals sum open brackets. I want to go to this one here, which is D6. And I want times. Can anyone remember this symbol that I'm going to use for times? Hopefully we can remember from previous videos that it is this star, this multiplication symbol. And I'm now going to times it with my E6 because that's where the quantity is. If we see that, that's where the quantity is. So that's where I want to go. So E6, close brackets and push enter. Look how easy that is. Now, of course, we don't want just tuna sandwiches at my party, so I might choose some chocolate bars. Again, I'm going to highlight that information, right click, copy and paste. Now, you can see it's got a pack of 12. How many packs will I need if I want all of my guests to get 1 chocolate bar each? I'm going to need at least 2 packets, aren't I? So let me write that in. Now, if you can remember again, to make it more efficient, we can just drop that down, can't we? And you could do that end. I'm not going to do all of my shopping list. I'm going to leave that to you guys. But remember, we want to find out what our total amount that we have spent. Have a think, have a pause the video and think, how would I work out the formula to work out the total amount I'm going to be spending? Okay, so make sure you click on the box where you want the answer to be. You're going to go to equals sum open brackets, and you can simply click on the first one and drag it all the way down, and then any information that you put in, it's going to collect that information. So far I've only spent £21.48. I need to work out how much money I've got left, so how much money I can spend on my party guests. If I've got £60 that I can spend, what would I need to do here? Again, pause the video, try and find out the answers before I display them. So make sure you've clicked in the correct box, go up to the formula bar, equals sum, open brackets. We start off with £60. £60. And we now want to take away whatever, because this is going to change. We want to take away whatever's in that box. So F22. Okay, or we can just click on it. Okay, and then close brackets. Oh, yeah. And that's going to do that maths for me already. And as you can see, if I've got some more sums, so say if I've spent another £2.50, but you're going to do it the longer way, it changes the maths there for me. And I really like that skill. It's really handy. So that's the basic part of the lesson, what I want you to do. And I want you to spend as close to the £60, making sure that you've got a variety of food that you can offer to your party guests. Now, this is the stretch and challenge task. So only if you've managed to do that and you think, that's really easy, I'm ready for my stretch and challenge, this is for you. Okay, I want you to work out a new column, and I want you to write in there people. We should really have a capital letter there as well, shouldn't we? As it's a title. And then I'm going to create another one where I'm going to work out price per person. Can you see where my column isn't quite big enough? All I'm going to do is go up here, and I can either drag it along or I could double click it to make it fit the right size. So how many people do I want to feed a tuna sandwich to? For this one, I'm going to let everyone have one. Maybe for the next one, I'm going to guess, maybe if I change that down to one, I'm only going to buy one packet of chocolate bars, and that should automatically change. So I'm only going to buy chocolate bars for 12 people. Now, the problem's happened, hasn't it? We've got down here where we just want the quantity. So we're going to highlight this column, and we're going to go to Home tab. We're going to go to Formats, wherever it may be. Here it is. We're going to go down to Format Cells right to the bottom. And if we have a look, we've got our categories down the side. I just want a general number, so I'm going to click on there and push OK. Have a look what happens. It's changed the number from money to just the number, which is what we want. Now I want to work out how much it's going to cost per person. Think about what kind of sum I would need to do that. So if it's cost me £17.50 for some tuna sandwiches, but I'm going to give that to 20 people, what kind of sum would I need to do? Division. Can we remember how to do division in Excel? Let's hope so. So make sure that you've got your correct in the box, and we're going to do equal sum, open brackets, and we're going to go on to this one because that gives us the total, and then we're going to do divide, which is this kind of oblique symbol here, isn't it? And you're going to click on how many people you have. Always use the cell names rather than the numbers, because otherwise you're not going to be able to copy that information through and it won't be able to change. So there we have it. So now we could work out now and just drag that down, couldn't we, to work out how much a chocolate bar each is going to cost us, and that's going to cost us 17 pence each. Absolute bargain. You can change the editing of this if you please. Oh, let me just go back a little bit. Made a mistake. You could highlight, you could change the colour. Maybe you could have a colour for each one, whichever you like. I'm not fussy about that bit. But you have got some challenging questions that you'll need to answer as well through Teams. I hope that makes sense to you all. Quick recap though. What do we think that this is useful for? What could you use this for in your later life, or use it now? Maybe if you get some birthday money and you want to work out what you could spend, you could do it on a spreadsheet, and that would really help you out. Maybe when you're an adult and you get some income, maybe it's payday, maybe you go out and get a job and you get paid. Working out how many bills you've got to pay, how much food, have you got enough money left over to buy yourself a treat? So it's really easy, and like I said, we can change the amount in here, and it changes everything, doesn't it? Okay, so it's really easy and user-friendly. Hope that's okay, everyone. Let me just stop. Speak to you again soon. Good luck. Bye.